Aldo, EVERBRAVE, you won on him last time out. Just take us through that race.
Yeah, I think he won quite a fluent race last time. So be it, he beat a fairly mediocre bunch. His track work and all-weather work's perhaps not the most inspiring, but I don't think it's a tool we're going to use to measure his well-being, because he does seem to be a lot more fluent on the grass, and he seems to maintain a similar sort of company this time. So yeah, we're optimistic with a decent effort again.
So there's a bit of a difference from him on race night compared to the mornings?
Yeah, most definitely. You wouldn't recognise him being the same horse. Once he starts going down on the grass, he seems to be a happier horse, and I think that's the most important thing. And I think he handles the track quite nicely at Happy Valley, and yeah, expecting a bold showing.
Last time out, you got a beautiful run in the race. They seem to go at a good tempo. Again, you're drawn well. That should help your cause.
Yeah, no, definitely. Happy Valley draw always assists quite nicely, and yeah, we're drawn in a favourable position again. And yeah, perhaps the pace is on, because he does seem to enjoy running, being run off his feet. And yeah, perhaps we'll just save it again and do the best work late.
Zach, reliable team, steps out of the Valley for the first time on Wednesday night. He's won a trial there. What sort of feel has he given you?
He feels like he's going to be a miler in time. He's been sharp enough in his trials. He showed a little bit of speed, so hopefully he can take a reasonable position. He obviously hasn't drawn well, so he's going to need to be fast. He's going to need some luck to get a good spot.
What's he like as a horse?
Oh, he's fairly quiet. He seems to know what he's doing. He's been pretty good so far, but it's a big difference when you go to the races for the first time under that pressure. But he's had a look around the track and he seemed to get around there okay. Like I said, the barrier is the issue with him.
The other interesting thing about this race, we've got a couple of newcomers in it. Obviously him, but also Packing Rockstar. You've ridden him in 3 of his 4 trials. What opinion do you have of him?
He's a very big horse. He felt like he was quite nice. I think he's going to improve as time goes on. He's got speed. He just lacks a little bit of strength at the end of his trials at the moment.
Why are you on this one then? Reliable team?
I didn't have the option to ride the other one. They didn't ask me, so this is all I've got.
On the weekend you won on Classic Unicorn, recently won on a Theero. Can you just give us a bit of an insight into these new horses that you're getting on? Obviously trainers want to put you on, but what do you do to try to identify these young horses that are coming through the system here in Hong Kong?
Well, in the position I'm in, I'm very fortunate. When the owners purchase what they think is a nice horse, or the trainer gets what he thinks is a nice horse in his yard, obviously the go-to jockey for that horse is generally at the top of the table. So they're the ones approaching me, and it's working in my favour, of course.
Righteous mate Aldo, beaten last time out after he won 2 starts ago. What were your thoughts on that last run?
We were expecting him to win, but I was still very happy with the run. He stepped up a division, and always stepping up a class for a horse that's on the up. It's a good indication, and Mr. Millard's yard seems to be turning in direction of the better, and it seems like they're about to hit tough strides soon. He seems to be improving sort, and I know he's not a very young horse, but I mean, he does seem to be on the up, and he's gaining a bit of confidence. And from his last run, I'm hoping he gained a bit of confidence from that. So, yeah. I'm hoping there's going to be a nice pace on, because he does seem to round his races off quite well, and yeah, I think if he's in striking distance, he's going to give a good showing.
Just looking at that last run, does he take a while to sort of gather up his momentum?
I think essentially he's going to want a little bit more ground, because he seems to stay very nicely, and he seems to do his best work at the latter stages of the race. And yeah, I think once the pace is on, and like I say, he does gather quite nicely. So we're just hoping for a hot tempo, so perhaps they can stop and we can get back at them.
It's interesting too for yourself, all 3 of your wins here in Hong Kong have been at Happy Valley. It's attracted a number of jockeys, take a bit of time to get used to, but you've clicked with it pretty quickly.
And I really seem to enjoy racing there. I think my best results have been there. I seem to just click quite nicely with it, and yeah, I think if all the racing was there, I'd be a happy man. And we're still trying to get the hang of Purton as fluently, but yeah, things are going nicely, support's coming well, so yeah, let's hope that run at Happy Valley continues.
Green luck, Zach, talk to us about that last start win of his.
Yeah, it was a good effort. He was sort of probably a little bit disappointing, and Casper gave him a bit of a break, and I think the freshen up done him good, because he'd always shown that he's got the ability there. It was just more a mental thing with him, and the freshen up sparked him back up, and it was the best performance that he's put in. He attacked the line, I thought, in pretty good fashion, and he gets into this race with a lighter weight and a nice draw. Hopefully he can go on with it.
When he hit the front of that race last time out, did he switch off for a moment?
He did, and that's been one of the things he struggled with since he's been here. When I went on him the first time, I come through the inside, and he felt like he was going to go away and win easy as I was coming through. But once he got to the front, he hopped in the air and run around. He was looking for the other horses. Since then, when I made my run on the outside, because he was on the outside, he didn't want to go. Last time was the only time he's come to the outside and actually performed well. So hopefully he's starting to work it out and put it together, but he definitely prefers to have horses around him than not. He starts to have a think about where they are when he can't see them.
Any concerns about an extra 150 metres for him here?
Oh, I don't think so. I think the distance is fine.
6 winners on Sunday, 6 timers just for fun it seems like now, plus the prize money record. What's that view like from Cloud 9?
It's not too bad. Things are going well. I've had a good season. Hopefully I can keep the show rolling on.